Welcome back to the memory map on chemical properties of phenol. Let's continue to understand the next very important chemical property of phenol, that is Riemer-Tiemann reaction. In Riemer-Tiemann reaction, phenol is converted into salicylaldehyde by treating phenol with chloroform. What is the molecular formula of chloroform? CHCl3, and this is being done in presence of sodium hydroxide. So phenol, when treated with chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide, will introduce a CHO group, that is an aldehyde group, in the ortho position of the benzene ring. That means we will have first the formation of sodium salt of salicylaldehyde. This sodium salt of salicylaldehyde is acidified with HCl to obtain salicylaldehyde or 2-hydroxybenzaldehyde. It is this reaction which is called Riemer-Tiemann reaction. This is a very important reaction from the examination point of view as well as entrance point of view. Now let's look into the reaction equation. Very important. Phenol C6H5OH treated with chloroform CHCl3 along with sodium hydroxide in the aqueous condition. So aqueous NaOH. The first compound that we are going to get is, to the benzene ring ONA gets attached, because the moment OH comes in contact with NaOH, obviously it is going to result in the formation of sodium phenate, and due to the presence of the chloroform, this attaches CHCl2 group to this position here. Therefore, this is a reaction intermediate that we are going to get, and this is called the benzol chloride. Benzol chloride is C6H5CHCl2, to which ONA is also attached. So this is an intermediate product, sodium phenoxide salt along with CHCl2. Now this is undergoing again further treatment with NaOH. Now what happens here is, this Cl2 will combine with 2 more Na from the NaOH. 2 molecules of NaOH just to be considered. So they come out as 2 molecules of NaCl. So in that place, this OH 2 molecules will take a attachment. Instead of 2 Cl, now what do we have? 1 OH above, 1 OH below. So 2 OH will get attached, of which 1 molecule of water is eliminated immediately, resulting in the formation of sodium salt of salicylaldehyde. Now this is acidified further. Acidification is shown with H+, which results in the formation of salicylaldehyde, or its IUPAC name is 2-hydroxybenzaldehyde. Because naming of the benzene ring will start from this carbon to which CHO is attached, because the CHO has to be given the top priority, or the lowest possible locant to be given to this carbon atom of the benzene ring attached with CHO. So this becomes the first carbon, and this becomes the second carbon, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So what do we find with respect to the second carbon? Hydroxy. So 2-hydroxy, otherwise the structure is benzaldehyde. 2-hydroxybenzaldehyde is the IUPAC name of salicylaldehyde. We'll go through the equation once again. This equation has to be written in the exam to get the complete 3 marks. Riemer-Tiemann reaction will be a question for 3 marks. Phenol C6H5OH treated with CHCl3 chloroform plus aqueous NaOH sodium hydroxide results in the formation of reaction intermediate, wherein you should attach to the benzene ring ONA, and in this position with CHCl2, then show it is further reacting with NaOH resulting in the formation of sodium salt of salicylaldehyde. You will be writing this by writing a benzene ring, and to this ONA is attached and to this CHO is attached. This upon further acidification is shown by H plus upon the arrow. Then you will end up in the formation of salicylaldehyde, wherein you have here OH and in this CHO. So this is the reaction equation expected out of you. Practice this and get complete 3 marks from this question. Now the next type of chemical property is Kolbe's reaction, which is also called Kolbe-Schmitt reaction. By this process we will be able to obtain salicylic acid. Let us see how do we obtain this. Phenol is treated with first sodium hydroxide to obtain sodium phenate, and carbon dioxide is bubbled through the sodium phenate at about 140 degrees Celsius temperature, applying a pressure of 6 to 7 atmospheres. Rearrangement of the structure resulting in the formation of sodium salt of the salicylic, which upon acidification we will get salicylic acid. Let's look into the reaction equation. Phenol C6H5OH treated with NaOH will end up in the formation of sodium phenoxide C6H5ONa, through which carbon dioxide is bubbled at 413 Kelvin or 140 degrees Celsius, applying a low pressure of 6 to 7 atmospheres. It will yield us sodium salt of salicylic acid, which upon further acidification will give salicylic acid. We need not have to show in the reaction equation formation of sodium salt of salicylic. Straight away we can write the structure of salicylic acid. Again, this carbon atom to which COOH has got attached to be given the top priority, lowest possible locant. So this carbon becomes the first carbon and this carbon the second carbon. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is how this ring gets the locant. So in the second carbon we see the attachment with OH group. Therefore this is called 2-hydroxy. Otherwise benzene ring attached with COOH we call it as benzoic acid. So 2-hydroxy benzoic acid is the IUPAC name of salicylic acid. So practice to write this reaction equation. You will be able to get complete 2 marks if you write this equation along with the statement. Now let's understand the oxidation reaction of phenol. Phenol upon oxidation with chromic acid will produce a conjugated ketone which is known as benzoquinone. Let's look into the reaction equation. Phenol C6H5OH in presence of acidified sodium dichromate will, this is a oxidizing agent which will give a conjugated diketone. You can see carbon here and carbon here, which is of the benzene ring. Now you have O attached, so therefore we call this as one ketone and this is the second ketone, diketone, and the name given to this compound is benzoquinone. So what is the product we are going to get by oxidation of phenol? It is going to yield conjugated ketone. Conjugated means you find the presence of double bond, one single bond, one double bond. So therefore it is conjugated diketone and the name given to that is benzoquinone. In presence of air also, phenols will undergo slow oxidation, and when this happens they form dark colored compounds, pink colored and red colored compounds, and they are popularly called as quinones. This is a very important point to remember. Now let's understand the last type of reaction of phenol, that is with zinc dust. When phenol is treated with zinc dust, phenol is converted into benzene. This is a very important conversion which is usually asked for 1 mark question. Now let's look into the equation. Phenol C6H5OH plus zinc dust Zn gives benzene ring C6H6 along with zinc oxide. So this is the method by which phenol can be converted into benzene. So that's about the different types of chemical properties of phenol. Let's have a quick look at the uses of phenol. Phenol is used as both antiseptic and disinfectant. What is the difference here? If phenol is doing microbial action, bactericidal action, killing the bacteria on a living tissue, then it is called antiseptic. If the same action is done on inanimate things, lifeless things like floor, tiles, etc., then it is called disinfectant. So phenol is used both as antiseptic and disinfectant. In fact, as we discussed priorly, 5% solution of phenol is carbolic acid, which acts as a very good antiseptic and disinfectant. Phenol is used in the manufacture of a polymer named bakelite. Polymer bakelite contains phenol and formaldehyde as its monomer. So, phenol is used in the manufacture of the polymer, namely bakelite. Then, it is also used in the manufacture of salicylic acid, aspirin. Please read this as aspirin, which is a very good analgesic and antipyretic, and it is used in the production of methyl salicylate, Dettol, cyclohexanol, so on and so forth. Cyclohexanol is used as a solvent for rubber. These are few important uses of phenol. In order to get complete benefit on the lesson of phenol, it is advisable to go through all the memory maps on phenol, having its introduction, its physical property, methods of preparation, and all the different chemical properties memory map. In the end, you will be having questions on the chemical properties of phenol taken up from the Commissionerate of PU Board question bank as well as from the previously appeared board examination. Practice all of them for top scoring of the marks. All the best.